Alright folks, let's talk about time. We all get the same 24 hours, right? But some folks, they just seem to be getting more done. You ever feel like you're drowning in a to-do list, stress levels going through the roof? You start the day fired up, but by lunchtime, you're wondering where it all went wrong. We've all been there. That feeling? That's what happens when time management goes out the window. Here's the deal. Effective time management isn't about some rigid schedule that sucks the life out of your day. It's about taking control, about unlocking your potential. It's about getting more done, yeah, but it's also about reducing stress and making time for the things you love. Now, some folks will tell you to wake up at 5 a.m., drink kale smoothies and meditate for an hour. Look, if that's your thing, more power to you. But for the rest of us, let's talk about practical steps you can take today to win back your time. First things first, let's declutter. And I don't just mean your desk, although that's a good place to start. Your workspace, whether it's your office, your kitchen table, or your phone's home screen, needs to be a haven of focus, not a distraction factory. Clear the clutter, file those papers, and organize those apps. A clean space leads to a clear mind. Next up, prioritize. You can't do everything at once, no matter how much you try. There are two things I want you to remember here. Eat the frog and the 80-20 rule. Eat the frog means tackling your biggest, ugliest task first thing in the morning. Get it out of the way, and the rest of your day will feel like a breeze. The 80-20 rule is all about focusing on the 20% of your tasks that bring in 80% of the results. Figure out what those high-impact tasks are and give them your all. Finally, plan your day. Don't just wing it. Take a few minutes at the end of each day to map out what you need to accomplish tomorrow. Write it down, put it in your phone, whatever works for you. Having a plan gives you direction and keeps you accountable. Now let's kick it up a notch. We've covered the basics, but if you really want to master this time management thing, you gotta get strategic. Think of your day like a game of Tetris. You've got all these different shaped tasks, and you gotta fit them together in the most efficient way possible. That's where time boxing and time blocking come in. Allocate specific blocks of time for specific tasks. It creates focus, eliminates decision fatigue, and keeps you on track. Next up, let's talk about the Pomodoro technique. This one's a game changer, especially if you struggle with focus. Set a timer for 25 minutes, work on a task with laser-like concentration, then take a 5-minute break. Repeat 4 times, then take a longer break. This cycle of work and rest keeps your energy levels up and your mind sharp. And for the love of all that is productive, eliminate distractions. Turn off those notifications, silence your phone, and find a quiet space to work. You'll be amazed at how much you can get done when you're not constantly being interrupted. Now, all these techniques are great, but they're just tools. The real magic happens when you shift your mindset. Start by connecting your work to your goals. Why are you doing what you're doing? What's the bigger picture? When you see the purpose behind your actions, you're more likely to stay motivated and push through challenges. Next, learn to say no. You are not obligated to say yes to every request or invitation that comes your way. Protect your time and energy by saying no to anything that doesn't align with your priorities. And finally, learn to delegate. You don't have to do it all yourself. Identify tasks that can be handled by someone else and pass them off. Free up your time and energy for the things that only you can do. So there you have it, folks. Time management isn't just about getting more done. It's about living a more fulfilling and intentional life. It's about taking control of your time and using it to create the life you want. Start implementing these tips today, and I promise you, you'll be amazed at what you can accomplish. Keep it real and keep it moving.